I think from the livestock perspective, the only thing I'd say is I think for us this process has been really hard because it shows this new reality of working in Oregon where I think collaboration is maybe no longer alive and well with the conservation community. If I learned anything from this perspective, from this process, it's that if we're in a state where people don't feel like they're getting everything they want, they walk away from the table. And for us, we've always tried to come to the table. We've always tried to come with that spirit of compromise, and we're seeing fewer opportunities for that lately, and that's been disappointing and really challenging to figure out how to work through.
Do you think that a lot of people out there, I'm thinking of in urban areas, do not understand how wolves operate and how livestock operate if they don't go into a barn at night, or they don't live in fences?
I think yes, and I think there's just a lot of information, misinformation, kind of on all sides around the realities of particularly this world in Oregon. One of the things I see is that wolves restored ecosystems in Yellowstone. They're so beneficial. That was in that area, and that's actually paired with a lot with active restoration and other management changes that were in that area. It was not just wolves, and I think it was largely not wolves. And in an area like Oregon, where we have already had active management, we already dealt with our riparian areas, fencing our riparian areas, doing that work, wolves can disrupt that ecosystem, and we're seeing that. We're seeing them pushing elk out of forested areas, down into agricultural areas, and causing increasing damage and making disrupting that balance. And so I think we live in a world where nobody can appreciate the complexities of management, and people grab onto a sound bite and stick with it, and it makes compromise, it makes, I guess, thoughtful management really difficult, and I don't know how to solve that, but I think people on all sides don't really seek to understand the other side's perspective anymore, and I think that makes these conversations very challenging.